Greetings to everyone. I welcome you to this class of the Magdalena technique. This is a technique class, and we are going to be studying the walking, the tango walking. There is such thing as the tango walking. Tango is a walking experience. Everybody agrees in tango, in the tango world or universe. But if I say that without breaking down and explaining, demonstrating what it actually means, it is just a lip service. When we walk down the street, there is a certain coordination in the body that allows us to walk. In tango, we are going to use that coordination fully. The difference between walking down the street and walking in tango is that in tango, we walk in full awareness of that coordination and the muscles attached to that coordination. When we are about to take a step, the first thing that we move in the body before we take a step, it is the knee. We bend the knee and then we walk. We bend the knee, we walk. Something dramatic happens in the body when we bend the knee. I'm going to bend my right knee. The moment I bend that right knee, my weight shifts to the other side of the body. All my weight now is on my left. So, there is a mystery. When we're walking down the street and we bend that knee and get the weight to switch to the other foot, how come we are able to pick up the foot that doesn't have weight, place it in front of us, and transfer the weight without wobbling? How do we do that? Nature is fantastic. This is what happens. The moment we bend the knee to free that knee from weight, the brain makes the torso begin a process of turning to face the knee that doesn't have any weight. You see how I'm turning my torso slowly? It's to demonstrate that. At some point of turning my torso, I will be able to lift my foot off the floor and stay balanced. I'm going to switch weight, bend my right knee, and get my torso to turn gradually to the point where I can lift my foot off the floor and not fall. If you wobble, you just turn the chest more. Switch weight with me. Do the same thing. Again. Switch weight and do the same thing. One more time. The reason why I'm taking you into this first exercise is because we are going to use it right now. What we are going to do, we are going to walk fast, a little fast at first, and then gradually we will diminish the speed. Gradually getting slower and slower. And at some point, we are going to get closer to the place where we will execute one step at a time. When we get to that area, all kinds of balance issues will pop up in the body. That's normal. And this is where we would use what we just did on the same spot, which means we will first turn the chest before we pick up the foot. Okay? Let's do it together. As we do it, you will see it. You will see that it's easy. You ready? So let's go. Walking fast. this point, my brain is doing all the coordinations for me. Now I'm going to begin to slow down the pace. It is very important to let your arms swing naturally. Let your shoulder participate in the walk. As you can see, it's not just the legs that are making you walk. Your torso is also participating. Now I'm going to make it a little slower. I see myself in a slow motion movie walking at this pace. Now I'm going to make it a little slower than that. And this is where the balance issues begin to pop up. I'm going to make my movie even slower. As you can see, I'm turning my chest all the way before I pick up the foot, pass the other foot, and step. Chest first, before I pick up the foot, to pass the other foot, and step. The moment I touch the floor, I begin to turn my chest to the other side. Chest first, before you pick up the foot, and step. Chest first, and step. Chest first, and step. Chest first, and step. Chest first, and step. As you can see with this second exercise, what is important in the body? There is a certain coordination that allows us to walk. It's not just the feet when we're thinking walking. It is also the torso. What we define as torso is the upper part of your body from the hips upwards. This participates fully in the walking. For instance, we have discovered that we don't walk like this. In other words, we don't carry the same side of the body. We don't carry from the same side of the body the foot and the shoulder. We don't do that. It is a cross context. I'm going to be in your context from time to time, like here. This is what we need when we walk. If I'm walking forward, it is as if I'm attempting to touch my opposite knee. It is as if I'm attempting to touch my opposite knee going forward. This is the coordination that we need when we're walking forward. Now, we are going to use the same coordination going backwards. Let me demonstrate. If I'm going forward, as I said, it is as if I'm attempting to touch my opposite knee. Just like a soldier walks. This is the coordination, walking forward. If I step in the middle like this and change my mind and decide to walk backwards, this is what I would do. You see? Now, walking backwards, it is as if I'm attempting to touch my opposite thigh. Summary. Walking forward, it is as if I'm attempting to touch my opposite knee, whereas walking backwards, it is as if I'm attempting to touch my opposite thigh. That's the coordination we use in the body. In fact, if you try to jog backwards, which is unusual, most of the time we jog forward, but if you try to jog backwards, you will never be able to jog if you are jogging like this. In order for you to jog backwards, you will have to do this, which is what we just said. Coordination going backwards. So that's the second exercise we are sharing with you. Now, I am going to break down, we are delving deeper into the walking itself, and I'm going to break down the walking into 4 stages so that the mechanic of the walking is understood. Okay? So let's do it. This time, I'm gonna start like this in this context where I'm facing you. Okay? So, as I said earlier, we need to bend the knee first, right? The moment I bend the knee, I'm going to free the weight from this foot, the right foot, and immediately my upper body counter position needs to come into place because I'm on one foot. The tango dancer is always on one foot. We are never on both feet at the same time. Those instances are for play, but we can talk about that later. For the time being, the tango dancer is always on one foot for a very simple reason. The foot that doesn't have weight is your next move. So you cannot be on 2 feet at no time. So now I'm on one foot. My next step, in order to give myself power, the power that I need to push my weight and transfer, I'm going to first do a small compression of my left foot. In other words, the leg that was carrying me with the straight knee, I'm going to compress my thigh. It is not a falling bending. It is a small bending. Pick up my foot, place it in front of me, and use that compression that I just did. It's like I compress a spring. I compress a spring, and I'm using that spring to push my weight onto the new foot. I keep pushing until there's nothing left. Then I turn my chest to confirm that my weight is now onto the other foot, and collection, end of the step. Let me do it one more time, facing you. I bend to go. I place and push from the back foot, turn the chest, and collect. Now I'm going to do it facing the middle. I'm on the right foot. Compression, bend to go. 2, place and push. 3, turn the chest. 4, collect. End of the step. Next step. 1 is bending. 2, place and push. 3, turn the chest. 4, collect. 1 is bending. 2, place and push. 3, turn the chest. 4, collect. Bend to go. 1, 2, place and push. 3, turn the chest. 4, collect. Bend to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. When we collect the ankles. The collection is not done like this. We're not collecting the whole foot actually, but we only collect the ankles. Okay? Now, I'm going to take you to the back step. As I said earlier, we are using the same coordination to walk backwards. There's a little detail that I'm going to show you now. What I did earlier, I said, this is the coordination walking forward, as if I'm attempting to touch my opposite knee. this is forward. And I said, if I step in the middle and change my mind and walk backwards, this would be the coordination, right? As you can see, it's the same coordination. I'm going to use it forward again. You see that coordination clearly. Now, if I complete my step going forward, if I end the step, it's complete. And I change my mind in this context, in order to set the backwards coordination, I would have to turn my torso without switching weight in order to set that coordination that makes me be in the context of all behaving as if I'm touching my opposite thigh. In other words, once you complete the step going forward and you want to go backwards, you have to reverse the chest first before you step to keep the coordination happening. Okay? So we are now going to do that, and I'm going to be facing the mirror. Which means, as I'm facing the mirror, I'm in your context. I'm on the right. We're going forward. Bend to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. 1 is bending. 2, place and push. 3, turn the chest. 4, collect. If you wobble even slightly, it simply means that you didn't turn the chest enough. The balance issue in the body is the torso, is the lack of using the torso. Bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect. Backwards, reverse the chest, and now we do exactly the same thing that we did. We bend to go, place, push, turn the chest, collect. We are still in the backwards context that we just set up with the torso. In fact, we are going to consider the torso the director of our walk. So let's go backwards. Bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place, push, turn the chest, collect, forward, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect. 1 is bending. 2, place and push. 3, turn the chest. 4, collect. Bend to go. Now, just touch and come back. There is no weight onto that foot as you touch the floor until you actually push your weight into it. That's how you see tango dancers do these play. Now, touch, come back, and now place and transfer the weight. 3, turn the chest, and if you are wobbling, you turn the chest, and the wobble stops. Collect. Bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect. Backwards, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect. Bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect. Bend to go, just touch, come back. For ladies, this is critical, because when you're dancing with someone and they give you the signal to go back, don't commit the weight there yet. You're just touching the floor. There is no weight. Okay? Because if you put any weight, guess what happens? You will disconnect from the partner. So touch, come back, and now transfer. Place, push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place, come back, touch, come back, and I transfer, place, push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, forward, reverse the chest without switching weight, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, backwards, reverse the chest, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect, 1 is bending, 2, place and push, 3, turn the chest, 4, collect, 1 is bending, 2, place and push, 3, turn the chest, 4, collect. Reverse the chest to put yourself in the forward context. Switch weight, switch weight, switch weight. We will now do some side steps. Usually, no, sometimes, I should say that, sometimes in the tango world, you hear instructors tell the students to walk like this, to hold the chest stiff, not moving the chest, and walking like this. Nobody walks like that. That's an illusion. It's an illusion, and we will explain a little later why it is an illusion that the chest is not moving. Okay? I'm going to take a side step, holding my chest stiff towards you. My side step will look a little diagonal. If I really want that side step to be a real side step, I would have to stiffen my chest even more. Nobody walks without turning, without using their chest. Okay? So, why is that my side steps would be diagonal coming towards you? It's because I would be trying to step in a space that has not been created by my torso. Aha! And that takes us to another realization of how important the torso is, another application of the torso. When I use my upper body counter positioning, my torso is actually like a door opening the space on this side of my body. I can easily go to the side because the space is created. In fact, when we're dancing with someone, they know where to go because of the torso. I do this, the person is going to come this way. And I do this, the person is going to come that way, even if my foot is on the way. Why? Because my weight is on this leg, not that one. This is like an illusion. There is no weight on that foot. Okay? We play like that in tango, as a matter of fact. So let's do some side steps. I'm on the left. Look, my torso, the director of my walking, says that I can go to the right. Notice that the same position also allows me to go forward. So keep in mind that the positioning of the torso will always allow you to go to 2 directions. Keep that in mind, because when we begin to do curvy things, it's going to come out very, very handy. So let's go to the right. 1 is bending. I'm going to actually hold my shoulders so that you see that I'm not just doing this. I'm actually turning the shoulder. Okay? Let's go to the right. 1 is bending. 2, place and push. 3, turn the chest. 4, collect. Let's go to the left. 1 is bending. 2, place and push. 3, turn the chest. 4, collect. If I wanted to go to the left one more time, obviously I would switch weight and then open the space. Bend to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. Let's go to the right. 1 is bending. 2, place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. Like I just said, the torso is going to allow me to go to 2 directions. So the torso said I can go forward. So let's go forward. Then to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. Bend to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. Bend to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. Backwards. Reverse the chest without switching weight. Bend to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. Bend to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. Bend to go. Place and push. Turn the chest. Collect. My left foot doesn't have weight. I would love to go to the left, but look, my torso clearly says there is no space here. So if I want to go to the left, I will reverse the chest, bend to go, place and push, turn the chest, collect. Switch weight, switch weight, switch weight. So we've done forward, backwards, and sideways. Now, we are now going to mesh the 4 positions of the walking, the 4 stages of the walk. We will compress, then we will do push, place, push, and turn the chest at the same time, and then collect later. What that does, it allows us to walk several steps in a row, so that we're not walking like robots, mechanically. Okay? So it gives this. I'm here. I'm going forward. It will go, I will do. Bend to go, 2, 3. Bend to go, 2, 3. Bend to go, 2, 3. Let's do it together. I'm on the right. We're going forward. We do it at a reasonable speed. Bend to go, 2, 3. 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 Backwards. Reverse the chest. Bend to go, 2, 3. Bend to go, 2, 3. Bend to go, 2, 3. To the right. Bend to go, 2, 3. Bend to go, 2, 3. Backwards again. Bend to go, 2, 3. Reverse the chest to be in the forward context. Let's do it a little faster. Bend to go, 2, 3, bend to go, 2, 3, bend to go, 2, 3, bend to go, 2, 3. Backwards. Bend to go, 2, 3, bend to go, 2, 3, bend to go, 2, 3, bend to go, 2, 3. Reverse the chest, switch weight, switch weight. The other piece of information that I would like to share with you is the relationship between the knees during the collection of the ankles. When you collect what we collect, we don't collect the foot. We actually collect the ankles instead. Why? Because the knee that doesn't have weight wraps itself in front of the other knee. This is the relationship forever between the 2 knees. One knee is always in front of the other, because we are always on one foot. Okay? If you are bow-legged, I say to my student, worry not. Attempt to make that knee be attracted by the other knee. That's all you need, and all of a sudden your connection of the ankle would happen. But you will have your own style, and that style is elegant because you are still receiving your weight like anybody else through the leg that is carrying your weight. You'll be fine, okay? So, the next thing that I would like to share with you is the turn of the chest. We did everything turning the chest big. And I'm going to maybe say it one more time. The turn of the chest big was done so that you would see all the details of the turning of the chest. Okay? If you can do big, you can do small. So we say, if you hold yourself like this, you will be in the small context. And this is where the illusion comes in. When someone is in that small context and they're walking, if you don't know that that the torso is part of the walking, you will not see in a movie, in a video, that the chest is actually moving. Because if the chest is not moving, guess what? They will fall. They will lose balance. It is so small that you cannot see it in a movie. And this is where the illusion is perfect out there. This is why people think that the tango dancer does not move their torso. If you are at home, you can grab a pillow when you're practicing. Hold the pillow in front of you, on your chest. Don't let the pillow do this to your chest. Hold the pillow. That replaces, it gives you an impression of how you will be dancing with someone in a close embrace, and how you actually keep managing your own upper body counter position and maintain your balance. So, my friends, it's a pleasure for me to share this information with you. This information was given to me by Providence. I was lucky to meet someone who was nicknamed the Master of the Masters, coming from Buenos Aires. Carlos Eduardo Gavito. He is the one who brought this walking exercise to me. At the time, I did not know that there was such thing. So you can imagine how overwhelmed I was to receive this from the master. So those of you who go to our website, you can read the story of the context of meeting Carlos Gavito. So I'm going to share with you what he said to me, and I'm going to say the same thing to you. If you practice and practice and practice and practice and practice and practice, it will come to you. The more you practice, the more you discover things on your own. Okay, my friends? So I wish you a great walking pleasure, walking exercise pleasure. Tangamente.